August 30th, 2021. I'd like to let everybody know I'm back on YouTube. My channel was banned, I think it was about 2 months now, and I just posted a video finally letting me post it. So I want to let everyone know I'm back. Also, please find me on Rumble, Telegram. It's Red Bearded Shepherd, same as my YouTube channel. Because Facebook and YouTube had me both. I'm still blocked on Facebook, but YouTube I'm back on apparently. That being said, they don't like the truth out there apparently, so I'm going to keep telling truth, so that means this may not last long, but it's okay. I almost already have as many followers on Telegram as I do here, and Rumble's growing as we speak, so find me on those channels. That way, you know, we can still be in contact and still teach each other, learn from each other, and grow. There's no reason to block the truth unless you are working against truth. There's no reason to block it or try to hide it. So I'll let you make, whatever assumptions or predictions from that as you will. But since I'm back, I'd like to share a few things. Been traveling the country a lot lately. I'm honored to be able to get out of bed, walk around again. If you don't know, I was bedridden for 4.5 years. I had a lot of spine surgeries. I'm working on a video and a book for that right now, but it's an honor to be able to walk around and be able to drive around and explore. I'm posting right now a video on our journey to get water. I attempted to post it 2 months ago when I was out actually doing that the day of, but YouTube didn't like that. So water is source energy. I have a video on my channel for explaining that. Your body is nearly all water. You ever seen an urn after somebody's cremated? It's a small urn of ash. That's the mineral leftovers after the water evaporated. We're bodies of water, literally. So finding good, clean water with good memory is very important in my opinion. It's one of the most important things you could do for your physical body. The thing that's more important is air, and then your emotions and your thoughts. But that's right up there. So good water is very important. That's why I talk about it so much. And if you realize the ether that we live in, the energy we live in is like water. It's a vibration. It's a sea of vibrations. So once you start grasping that and you see the 100 years ago when they started doing the experiments trying to prove the ether didn't exist, and then they backed atomism and Einstein and false teachings. Yeah, some things they said were right, but the core aspect of it was wrong. And that's what skewed us on this out of balance system we live in today, really. So getting to the foundation, I always say, is very important. So we live in ether, which moves like water. It's energy. And if you know that, you can treat your body well. If you know your body's water, start getting good water in your body, stop adding the toxins, balance the pH, because if you're water, I don't know if you have a pool or if you ever worked with pH in pool and water, but it matters big time. You need to keep that pH in check. Now some people say, well, this pH is different from the liver, from the stomach, from the skin. Yeah, no shit. But the blood pH and the general pH of your body matters to keep at the correct state. So your blood pH needs to be at 7.35 to 7.45. This is not my opinion at all. Dr. Jerry Tennant, you can look him up online, Healing is Voltage on YouTube, and he explains all this. He's a doctor. He's been helping people for decades now, and he's right. He's correct, and he's not the only one. There's thousands, millions of people out there that say the same thing. So do your research if you choose, but knowing that core concept that your body's water, and it matters truly what kind of water, what kind of memory the water has, the pH of the water, and the molecular makeup. It's very important. And by getting the best you can get into your body, you're automatically better off. So we live in a time right now where it's very important to take accountability for our actions. Every thought, every emotion, every physical action you take matters. I know I say this a lot, but it's incredibly important, especially right now where people are getting things like that and wearing things like this. it's poisoning them. Without a doubt, it's poisoning them. And there's countless doctors around the world stating this with clinical trials, with proven tests and lab tests. And look at the VAERS information for yourself. And that itself claims 1% accuracy. 1% of all reports. So we live in a very serious time. It's going to be trying on a lot of people when the truth comes out that people in places of power have been doing some really, really bad stuff. A lot of people that believe they were good and helping us are going to have a hard time. So the faster we all get up to speed with what's really going on, the fact that our history's been a lie, our physics has been manipulated, our religions, our education system, our food, our air, our water, everything's been manipulated. Once you get up to speed knowing that, you can then navigate properly and correct it. And the people who don't see it yet at all, it's going to be very traumatic for them. So it's important for us to heal ourselves and then hold energy, hold space for those people. They're going to be shocked. They're going to not know what to do. A lot of them are going to panic and lash out in fear. There's nothing to fear. Just show them love, show everybody love. And, my friend Rex Bear says, be the change you want to see on Leak Project. That's a good channel if you want to check out, dig into what, a lot of these manipulations that we've been lied to about. So right now, August 30th, they said that the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan. It's complete. It's not complete. There's tens of thousands of U.S. citizens there. There are the people in Afghan people that helped us, gave us information or whatever it may be. They helped us. You don't just let those people go, and that's not how you do things, in my opinion. Not to mention $85 billion worth of equipment. So therefore, our tax dollars literally just funded terrorism through Biden and the corrupt Harris and everybody else I don't even want to call it administration, because they're not even the administration. They're actors playing a lie, because it was not, they didn't win, put it that way. That's coming out too. So right now, as that's coming out, and the truth about the things and everything else, as that truth comes out, a lot of people are going to lash out in fear. But also the corrupt are going to lash out in the form of illusions, false flags, trying to blame anyone that loves God, loves the Constitution, loves their country, loves themselves, wants to take care of themselves, loves, helping, free will. People who love free will say, hey, you know what, if you want to do one of these or wear one of those, that's your choice. But you do not have power to force anyone else, myself included, to do that. You just don't have that power. And the universe is set up that way. We have free will. So whatever you try to do, you may get a little bit of leeway to infringe on free will, but automatically the universe is going to snap it back. And that's how it happens. That's what happens. That's why a lot of these false flag events are used with paid actors, and it's fake. Because these out-of-balance egos fear karma. They know God is, in charge more than anybody. I don't want to say more than anybody, but they know damn well that Source is in charge. They have a little bit of wiggle room to play here to teach, for us to look at it and say, ooh, we got to take our power back, take accountability. So they don't want that karma either. They do not want that wrath. They've seen what happens. I've seen what happens. And we've had it happen. At least this is the 5th time that I know of. But 4 times before me, cultures, civilizations have been wiped out. If they're out of balance long enough, wiped out. We've done things on this planet beautifully and harmoniously, engineering projects that would dwarfs anything that's going on today, by far. Literally landscaping mountain tops, rivers, continents. We landscape this world. I've said that in past videos. The problem is we're taught to think we're weaker than we are, and the fact that we are physically smaller than we've been in the past and weaker, that's helping these out-of-balance egos push that agenda, that false teaching. So the power within you is Source love. There's no reason to fight and be violent. There's only love is necessary. Now, I don't want anyone to confuse that with the New Age nonsense and all these manipulations. That's a whole, again, somebody thought I was New Age. I just seen a post on a Telegram, and the lady asked me, and I asked her why, what made her think that. She said, well, you mentioned Taurus and consciousness. I laughed, really. I was like, wow, these out of balance egos did a good job manipulating people to steer away from the truth, because there's a true path, and then these out of balance egos know that we will resonate with that path, so they create alternate paths. So instead of going vegetarian, they went vegan, a little too far over, which actually, if you don't get healthy fats, your nerves in your body don't get the correct coating, the sheeting that protects your nerves. Think of insulation on wire. Cliff High taught me that. I highly recommend you check his channel out on BitChute too. So that's one of the reasons people that go vegan and don't eat any animal products at all, they're nervous, they're stressed, everything's an attack, everything's because their nerves are literally firing and they don't have the insulation around them because they're not getting the healthy fats, among many other things. So that's the out of balance ego's agenda. They see the path, they know our true path, and they say, all right, let's get them to go this way or this way, too far either way. And we see it in our political spectrum as well. There's the left and the far left, far right. I'm in the middle. I see I see good on both sides, and I also see manipulation on both sides. So I'm not going to say I'm right or left or either one. I'm in the middle. I take my own path, and I pick good out of all of them, and I shed the out of balance parts as much as I can. I'm still working on it. By no means am I perfect yet, but we all have that potential to do that, to be perfect in Christ, to raise our chrism oil. I've posted videos on that in the past, so I'll let you guys check those out when you want. But the video is called We Have the Power to Heal Everything Within, I believe is the title of it. So just want to give everyone a shout out. Thank you for sticking around. My channel's actually grown since I was banned, and I haven't been able to post. So hopefully now you can see this, share this, comment, reach out to me if you got things you like, you don't like, things you want to hear about, what questions you want. I'm doing this to help everyone around me as much as I can. So it's fill my cup up and then pour the overflow out to everyone else that wants it. So I'm so blessed and grateful for being out of the bed, not bedridden anymore, and being able to walk around. I just landscaped my front yard today, unloaded 2 truckloads of wood chips, and I'm bent over the whole day moving the wood chips by hand, and I get up, I'm like, wow, I'm sweating, I feel good. I got it all accomplished. And 2 years ago I was stuck in a bed just healing from my last surgery. So 3 years ago now. And it's very humbling, and it's an honor to be here with all of you. So I love all of you. Please be well, and we'll talk soon.